Welcome to day 3 of Recycle Week. And today we are going to be looking at 5 products that you can use in the kitchen to help reduce your use of plastic. So let's get started. So number 1, you can use silicone lids. So these come, the ones I've got have come in a pack of 5. They are well used, as you can see. A very large one, and then some other sizes, and then we've got a little one down here. And these are great because they are to be used instead of cling film. So when you have got some leftovers or you want to put something in the fridge, then you can use these. So we've got some leftover cottage pie from last night. So I can just put a lid on it, might even use a smaller one, and that can go in the fridge like that. These can also be used in the oven. So we have a casserole dish, which unfortunately the lid broke, but these are great because you can just pop it on top and use that as your lid. I use them on top of saucepans on the hob. You can actually use these in the freeze as well, although I never have because I think they're quite large, but if you want to, you can. These are a great alternative to cling film. But if you want to use cling film to wrap something like sandwiches, then you can get beeswax products. So that might be a possibility for you. They are a little bit expensive, so it's like an initial outlay. So once you've got it, you've got the product. You can just use it over and over again. Number 2, bulk buy your surface cleaner. So this just gets delivered to my house. I bought one of these last November, so it's lasted quite a while. So it comes in a packet like this, a bit like those wine packets you get, but please don't get the two confused. With the first package that I bought the starter pack, and you get your spray bottle as well. And you just pull out the little tap. And then you can refill your bottle. You could argue that because you've got delivery, then you've got the cost of petrol, the cost of diesel. As I said, I bought this last year, so it does last quite a while. You could even buy 2 in one go to reduce the petrol that you're using. It does have the plastic bag inside. It says the bag's not yet recycled, but I'm wondering whether some of the big supermarkets now will start taking them, as it's that sort of stretchy plastic. So you just fill your bottle up. And the great thing about this cleaner is that it's a universal cleaner. So it's for your worktops and for windows, glass. I use it in the bathroom, I use it everywhere. Number 3, reusable and washable surface cleaner cloths. So these actually came with my surface cleaner that I just showed you. With the starter pack, you get 2 green ones for the kitchen, and you get a bathroom one, and you get a white one that can be used on glass, windows, hobs and things like that. And they're great because I just wash these. I've got 2 of these, so I wash them every time I put a wash on, really. So instead of using sort of those really cheap cloths that you don't tend to wash, that you tend to just throw away, or wipes and things, these are a better alternative. So number 4, Tupperware pots. Now I know this isn't quite an obvious one, but I still think a lot of people tend to use cling film rather than putting them in a Tupperware box. Now cling film does have its uses. It is very, very useful. For some situations, on occasions, you know, it's a great product. But the majority of the time you can just use Tupperware. We have a range of Tupperware, and again, I know it's plastic, but it is reusable, and I've had these for years now. I tend not to buy too much. I haven't bought any new bits in years. Great for little snacks for the kids, larger ones for sandwiches, for work, and I don't use any cling film for Emily's lunchbox or my lunchbox now. It's all Tupperware. If you do use cling film with your children's lunchboxes, it's then really, really hard to try and recycle that because more often than not, it just gets thrown away at school and probably not recycled. So Tupperware is always the way forward. And we haven't, fingers crossed, lost a Tupperware pot yet. Emily's quite good at keeping them all together and bringing them all home again. And number 5, paper straws. Now I know when these first came out, there was people didn't really like them because certain milkshakes used to make the straws go soggy, and you could never quite finish your drink in time before the paper straw went all mushy and horrible. But actually I've got 2 types of straw here. They're both paper, but actually one is a bit stronger than the other. These plain ones are quite strong, and I think if you were just to have a drink, Coke or something, that would probably last. You can also obviously get metal straws, which are really, really good because they are reusable, and you can put them in the dishwasher and use them again. So before you buy plastic straws for your next party, just have a think. These are really readily available now. You can get them almost anywhere. So they are a great alternative to plastic. Join me again tomorrow when we will look at 5 different ways to reduce your plastic consumption in the bathroom.